Hello, my name is Suyakpa. I'm in the 6th grade in State Elementary School. My dear friends, hi, how are you doing? Everything is fine with me. How is your family? I hope they are okay. I miss you so much. I always keep the small stone that you gave me for rock in my pocket. I might visit Korea next year. I hope so. I have recently heard a moving story from my sister. You know my sister who works as a nurse. I would like to tell you the story. There was a man named John Murphy in my village. He was 17 years old. He was an excellent baseball player in the high school league. He was a pitcher. His team got the league pennant many times. His pitch was very fast. Many batters could do nothing with his pitch. He was already as famous as major league player. People talk about him and his pitching often. There was even a song for him. Many students sang the song when he played. Some girls wanted to touch his glove. There was a big and important game. There were many spectators in the wide room like usual. He stood as starting pitcher as usual. His pitch wasn't different, but a terrible mistake was made after the game. The score was 2-2. It was a tight game. He was in a crisis situation. There were base runners on the second and third base. He looked nervous and abnormal. He touched his bat very often. Someone was shouting his name loudly to cheer him. He caught the ball when the next batter hit his pitch, and he turned towards third base. Then he threw the ball quickly, but the throw ball went wrong. The ball fell down after hitting the fence in the back. It was unbelievable. His team eventually lost the game. He didn't say anything. People asked him what had happened. There was an inside story. Actually, his close friend was playing on the opposite team. The friend's name was Nigel Major. Nigel's family was poor. Nigel's father working in a socks factory. Nigel always wore cheap clothes. One day, his father passed out at his workplace. Someone found him behind the curtain. The man who found him thought he had fallen asleep at first. The doctor diagnosed it. He needed liver transplant. He needed fresh air. Nigel's mother kept growing plants for her husband. However, he looked fair in the morning because he had swelled. The color of his face became musty yellow. Nigel was very sad, but he acted as usual. Nigel finally decided who give his liver for a transplant. Nigel was very stubborn. The baseball game last game for Nigel. The operation for transplanting a liver is very dangerous all the time, even in America. He couldn't play baseball any longer, even if the operation succeeded. His parents were there to watch his last game in the dome. His father had to use a special elevator to get to his seat. He wore a night suit. Nigel's father remembered the night. He was excited his son had joined the baseball team. Nigel's mother remembered the shoes which Nigel wanted to wear. Their price was high. She couldn't buy them for him. Her eyes were red. John wanted something for his friend. They timed a few hours after the game. Nigel said, "You shouldn't have done it, but thanks anyway. I'll remember your terrible pitch forever." John replied, "I'll remember your terrible bat too." They laughed together. Thank you for listening.